not being able to sleep. I just had, I was just a chronic insomniac.
Yeah, right.
I felt incredible anxiety. And so you had this two things. You couldn't sleep, but you were, you couldn't function properly. You had this anxiety. And when you have that in that place, what I call the red zone, you think black and white. You don't think creatively. And, one of the reasons that I'm just so passionate now about encouraging leaders to stay in a positive mood is that it's much, much easier to stay there than try to drag yourself out of the red zone when you're really depressed.
So what's the red zone?
The red zone's when you're not functioning. You're depressed, you're anxious, you're not thinking straight, you think in very black and white.
So what does it feel like when I'm depressed? When I'm in the red zone, I'm just not wanting to get out of bed, or I'm feeling lacking energy, lacking any inspiration? Like, can you just paint a picture for me?
Yeah, well, it is different for each person, but there's some common things there. Often there is anxiety and depression at the same time.
Okay.
So anxiety is when you're on edge. It's almost like you're on uppers sort of thing. So you're really, feeling a sense of overwhelm.
Okay. So very sensitive to things?
Yeah, and that comes with depression. You do take things personally.
Okay.
I think you think in very dark thoughts, pessimistic thoughts. You have a view that the future isn't going to turn around. You think about worst case scenarios, and it gets to the stage where you don't want to get out of bed. You really don't. But, that was a massive, massive trial. But it also led to huge insights and change in priorities and a different view of the world. I came back from the Brink through a range of different strategies. I started to walk and, walk 15 minutes a day, then get that up to 45, 60 minutes a day. I reached out to old friends. I'd really withdrawn and I felt ashamed I couldn't get out of it. So I was, staying away from people that were near and dear to me. I reconnected again and caught up with them. And even though I didn't look forward to it right at the time, each time after I caught up, I felt better about it. And then I engaged in or got into meditation. And I tried meditation when I was really unwell, and it didn't really work. But because I lifted my mood a bit, it started to get better, and I was able to get real benefit out of finding inner peace. And then probably the biggest breakthrough, and all those things are important in coming back from the Brink, was deciding to write my first book, Back from the Brink.